Hi and welcome. So this is the part 3 of how I clean up, how I mix my compositions. So at the part on the part 1, we saw how I'm doing it with the drums. How do I clean up the drum track? Um, what are the ideas that I look for, and what I do, especially trying to clean up the drum tracks and make it cut through throughout the mix. And then in the second part, I I talked to you about what I do with the bass line, because the bass line and the drum track are the two main instruments or parts of a composition that's occupying a lot of space in electronic music. So we always have to find solutions to them, to be able to hear them, both of them, and make place for both of them to sound nice, clean, and to offer both of them enough space on the low frequencies that are occupying a lot in a composition. So now the third part, we will have, we will take the steps for other instruments that I used in this composition. So let's just hear again the composition a little bit. So we did the drums, right, with the drum and the layered one, and then the bass line with the sidechain. So now I think the next one will be this part, this instrument. Oh, it's in a synth arpeggiation. Okay. So it's really simple and a nice one. Now let's just see what did I do for this instrument, and if we still can do some things that can really make a difference in this composition. So the first thing I'm noticing is that I use the bass 6 and 7 to route this instrument. Let's see why. Okay, so this is the original sound from what instrument I'm using, the Synth Master. So arpeggiating raining. So I don't think I have changed something from the factory sound. Maybe I just stopped the delay or something like this, right? But anyway, this is the bass. So this is the bass, which one I was playing. And now what I'm doing generally is listening individually. Let me tell you why. Because I want to just listen the sound and see from where to where I can go without changing the sound. Like here, I see that I did a low pass, a low cut, because it just wasn't different. It wasn't making any difference. So it was doing the same thing. See, the sound is not changing. It's the same, right? And then in the high pass, I was high passing until I remarked that it's changing the sound. And then I saw that, oh, finally I don't really need the low frequencies. So I did a little bit of cut down, but just... And then I listened in the composition. And it's not bad, right? But it's nothing special. So what I did is I created 2 buses. I'm always creating multiple buses for things like reverb and echo. In this case, I have an echo and I have a reverb. The reverb is something from Logic, you see. Maybe I modified a little bit, but not too much. And then from Native Instruments, because I have the Native Instruments bundle, so I put the Replica XT, right? And I left it in the initial thing, so nothing more. So now, having these 2 buses, I have the possibility to route any of the sound from the composition throughout them. So from this sound, I put the reverb. So that's giving a little bit of space, you know. Yes, so it's a manipulation of sound, like giving a space for the sound. And then, because it was just not that special, and I wanted a little bit of stereo effect, right? I put the echo, and you see this is what's happening when you use tools like echo or and then really does sits nicely. Now in this case I haven't used the transient master, but why not, we can. And then if you want to cut really through, I didn't want it. You want more stereo than it is. Let's take a listen like this. Manipulate the transient as you wish, right? And without. And I think I do prefer like this. Okay, so I think I will leave it like this. So you see, for this one we did the same thing, EQing a little bit, cutting down the lows, because finally in the track I'm interested more the high frequencies, not the low part. And then to be a little bit special, right? Like reverb and echo. So echo and reverb made really the instrument more interesting, more sonic, if you want. And that's all. Then I would just to identify and define well the transient master, and then I made some small changes. So this is all. I would like to know what is your opinion about it. What do you do in this case? How do you shape your instruments? Do you do more with them? I mean, we haven't spoken, but yes, you have exciter and so many things, but I am always for simplifying things. And I really think that this way it's much simpler, more clear on how to clean up and shape your composition, your separate instrument tracks, so that the final mix and the master will be a really good quality. So thank you for watching, and definitely see you next time. Bye.